So I cut these trails last winter, so it's been about 6 months. And I never went back and did any finish work on them. I just did a rough bench cut. So I need to come back and grade this out a little bit, clean it up. But I do have an area over here that's kind of turning into a problem. The more I look at this, I see the solution I want to try to take. As you come down the trail, this is dropping at about a 15% grade. And this is where I want to make a drain going off to the side. But to get this water to come and turn, I'm going to have to build this area up. So I'm going to do a little grade reversal, a little dip and a little rise. So, and then slope it out to the side so the water coming down here doesn't continue on down the trail. And all of this water that's coming down this hill right here is going to hit the trail. It's going to have to go down. But I'm going to also do, I think I'm going to also build a drain right here where all this debris is to keep the water from going down the trail that way. So let me show you what I've done so far. My plan is kind of coming together. I've created a little drain right in here, and I'm going to bring that up to the upper level of the trail so that the water can come down here. As far as the trail over here and the water coming down, I've cleared this area out as a little sump or a drain which can continue on down the hill. But this is some very like duff, very porous material, so I'm hoping it can absorb some of the water. So now what I'm doing is I'm pulling some of this soil and moving it over here so that I have a slight slope going into the hill so that the water can come right down here and go out through this drain instead of coming down and turning and running down the trail and causing erosion. So I just need to pull some of that soil this way to create that slope, and then I'm going to have to do a little grade reversal right here to keep that water from turning. Alright, this thing's starting to take shape. I don't know if you can tell, but the excavator has a little bit slope to the mountainside, which is what I want. I want that water to go off on the side and then go out that drain over there. I've kind of cut a little bit right there and filled a little bit right here to keep the water from turning, so it'll go straight down. So what I have left to do now is finish cutting this, opening up this drain, and building a little grade reversal like right in here. So I'm going to hump this up and dig this out a little bit so that this water drains out there. Let's see if I can take the excavator now and punch a little hole through there. Got most of it cleared. But that rhododendron has some tough stuff. Takes a lot of effort to cut that stuff down. It's all tangled up. It's very hard wood and brittle. But that's almost all we have up here in this mountain. It's rhododendron and mountain laurel. Okay, I got this roughed in. It's going to need some rake work to smooth it out, make it look pretty, but it's functional now. Let's take a look, starting at the top of the hill, looking down. We're going downhill about a 15% grade, and then right here I have a little bit of a cut, and that water is going to go out and go through that drain that I made. So all the water from up above is going to hit this drain and go out to the right. Then we have a little hill built up right here, which is going to prevent that water from going down the trail. It's going to block it and force it that way. So then we're coming up. Now this trail, normally trails are sloped 3% grade to the outside, to the downhill side, to keep the water flowing over the trail and going down the hill. But in this case, I don't want it going down the hill. I want it piling up here against the cut. So that water can come down right here and go out that drain that I made over there. That's going to protect all of this from eroding. So this also is cut, like right here is cut and filled over here so that the water can't take a right-hand turn. I hope that helps explain what a grade reversal is in trail building. It's just getting the water off the trail and keeping the water sheeting. We always try not to concentrate water. We try to make it sheet and flow off at a slow rate, because the higher the velocity of water, the more it's going to cause erosion. So we want that water to spread out and sheet and flow down gently. It's really difficult in steep situations like this, but you just do what you can. Now, right up here, I'm going to show you the next challenge, which I'll probably save this for the next video. That's one video there that we just did on grade reversals and water flow. And I'm going to make another video right over here to show you what I do when I hit rock. So here we are. I was going along, just cruising right along, then I hit this. This is a type of rock. I think it's a shale because it's kind of flaky, but it's harder than it looks. And it's all down here and here. So there's a big vein of shale going through here, and my trail is actually going right down here, crossing this little cut. And so I have to at least chisel some of this out or try to build this up. It's difficult to build this up because it's so steep. All my fill materials would just roll off into the ravine. So I'm going to have to try to cut some of this stone. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I've got a couple of things I want to try, but we'll see. All right, guys, that's it for this time. Hey, if you like this kind of stuff, if you like excavator work, or if you like trail building, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know. I don't monetize these videos, so you shouldn't be seeing any ads. So the only reward I get is a thumbs up and a comment. So please, if you like them, go ahead and leave a comment and a thumbs up. All right, guys, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Hey, just as a side note, a little extra, I want to show you something. This plant right here is called mountain laurel, and it grows all over these mountains. We have very acid soil, and it's just prolific. That's some right here. And this plant over here is another acid-loving plant called rhododendron. You see this one has kind of bigger leaves, and it makes these beautiful white flowers. And the rhododendron, that's the rhododendron. The mountain laurel also makes little tiny white flowers that are really beautiful. But what I learned when I moved here is, so the locals call rhododendron laurel, and they call mountain laurel ivy. So it's very confusing. I was really confused as to what they were talking about until I learned that. So mountain laurel is called ivy, and rhododendron is called laurel. And I don't know where that came from, but that's it.